What is your American dream?
My American dream right now is for equality, especially for black women in America. Flint, Michigan hasn't had water in 4 years, and that should be something that is focused on now.
My American dream is getting out of student debt and making sure that no generation has to endure this crippling debt like the millennials have. I'm tired of it. I want to be able to own a home. That's my American dream.
I want to live in a place where everybody's equal. That's it. That's the promise of this country, is that we could all be equal, that nobody is above anybody else. That's my American dream.
The American dream is the everyone, regardless the race, the religion, the ideology, we can sit at the same tables and have the same opportunity to say, I'm a free man, I'm in the free world, and we have we deserve a better opportunity.
My American dream is to complete my education, meet as many people from as many different backgrounds as I can, and to eventually go back home and bring that knowledge to my small country and make people feel like they're mobile and they're able to do whatever they want, wherever they want, with no restrictions.
Everyone has a right to the American dream.
Well, Spar and Bernstein has been nothing but great to me throughout my trials. I mean, it's 5 years into this car accident, and they never gave up on me, never. And in everything, they fought for me, and I am so proud to tell everyone, don't even wink for a moment. It's you, Spar and Bernstein. My lawyer here, Mr. Barack, has been a cage animal. He wanted to go on trial, but thank God we settled out of court, and it was something that I'm very, very happy about. So everyone, I'm telling you, I'm not just making stories up. You have to use this law firm. Spar and Bernstein is the best, worldwide best.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
The outcome of your divorce can affect you for the rest of your life. If you don't have the right attorney, you could literally be paid through the nose forever.
That's right, Brad. For example, did you know that half the money you put into your retirement during your marriage is up for grabs in your divorce? So a disagreement as to when your marriage exactly ended could cost you thousands of dollars from your hard-earned retirement fund. And let's say you bought a house together. Factors like who's paying the bills, who paid the down payment, and whether you're receiving rental income can all affect your settlement in huge ways.
If you're having family law issues, if you're having matrimonial issues, you need attorneys who are going to fight hard for you. Call the matrimonial department, the family law department here at the law offices of Spar and Bernstein.
This is an attorney advertisement. Prior results do not guarantee similar outcomes. Okay, we're back with the Brad and Squeeze show, hosted by yours truly, David Squeeze Annakie, and the attorney Bradford H. Bernstein.
What happened to your joke? We are...
No, I'm black.
Can't
say we're black.
I'm not.
No.
I'm not.
No, you're
I'm
not.
No. In any way, shape, or form.
No.
I actually did my DNA.
We already know that.
I told you that.
Like 15
I
times
am not
already.
black.
Yeah, 15 times
I
already.
thought maybe I was going to be.
Yeah.
I was hoping a little bit.
You're Jewish/Haitian.
I was hoping a tiny, at least somewhere, Africa somewhere in me.
Sure you were.
There was nothing.
Sure.
Zero.
Sure.
I really was. I was all excited to announce it on the air, and I'm like, oh, nothing, zero.
Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to the show. Right now, we're going to be taking your questions at 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. That is the number to call to get your U.S. immigration questions answered by Brad. So make sure you call that number. And thank you so much, 93.5 FM, for listening. Thank you. That's all I'm saying. Thank you. And Facebook listeners, all right? We got to remind you that we're coming your way each and every single weekday starting next week at 5:30 p.m., all right, for 2 solid hours. Yes, you'll still see my beautiful mug, all right? You'll still see Brad's mug. The Brad and Squeeze mug.
Good one.
All right. So make sure you place your questions on Facebook right now on the Brad and Squeeze page. You can also place them on the other pages. Also, they'll link right back. And don't forget to follow my page at David Squeeze Annakie. I haven't said that in a while.
Yes, David Squeeze Annakie.
You got to follow that page.
Follow the law offices of Spar and Bernstein.
Yep.
Follow the Brad and Squeeze page.
Right.
Follow Brad H. Bernstein. The David Squeeze Annakie page. Lots of pages to follow. Also, we're live on YouTube, Squeeze.
And follow USA Credit Repair.
Right, and USA Credit Repair. And say hello to our friends on YouTube.
Yes, and hello to our friends on YouTube.
And hello to our friends on WVIP.
And hello to our friends on WVIP.
And to our friends on Facebook.
And to our friends on Facebook.
And we will be, as David said.
It's not like you're not squeezing VIP.
I'm not. As David said.
Which one?
You.
Okay, all right.
You are David still, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As David said, we are moving, and just make sure you mark your calendars, mark your diary, write it on your hand, however it is. Starting February 1st, Thursday, we're going to be doing our live show on Facebook and YouTube at 5:30 on the dot, starting Eastern Standard Time, 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. So that's in California, 2 o'clock. In London, 10 o'clock in the evening. Right? In Israel, 11 o'clock. Russia, 12 o'clock, midnight. But in New York, 5:30.
Eastern Time.
Eastern Standard Time, starting on February 1st, Thursday, for 2 hours, 5:30, Monday through Friday, 5:30 to 7:30. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, or just write it on your hand. Or,
just trying to figure
But you
out.
want to know what you do? If you like us or follow us, you'll be notified on the Brad and Squeeze Show or on our YouTube page.
I just realized that I'm going to start working at 6 a.m. in the morning. And by the time I finish working, it's going to be about 10 p.m. at night.
That is right. So you better have a lot of Red Bull. So while we were off the air for the 45
Man, I
minutes.
look good, man.
What?
The workout
You
in the
are a
gyms-
handsome black man.
The gym has really been working out.
You are a very handsome. You know what? I never noticed before. I always knew you were handsome. I knew
Right.
you were. I didn't realize you were black. You are a handsome black man.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
I lost 11 pounds.
you did. I've gained 7. I don't know if
11
you've
pounds.
noticed or not.
I'm
that
so
when,
happy.
In the Braducation, if we watch a Braducation video, which I did over the summer,
You look...
7 pounds.
No, you
lighter.
look like a handsome white man back then.
Yeah, I'm a little plumper now.
You're a plump.
I'm a plump white man now versus a handsome white man earlier this summer. Actually, you know what? Can we run a Braducation? Look at the difference in my face. Look how
Why don't we see
fat
a handsome
I am
white
now.
guy?
Look at fat. Run a Braducation. Can we run a Braducation? I'm so much thinner back then.
And then we'll come back, ladies and gentlemen, to
That's
take your
what Squeeze
questions.
was telling me, so I'm just making it clear to
Yeah,
everybody.
you look much better in the
That's
video
why
as far as your size is
I did the
concerned.
video. I did the video over the summer.
Do what
You
I
see
did,
it?
you know?
Let's see.
I went on a buy like that.
Here we go.
What's the difference between filing for your child that is under 21 or over 21?
The difference between filing for your child over 21 and under 21 is years and years of waiting. If you're a U.S. citizen and you're filing for your child under 21, as long as the I-130 visa petition goes in before the child's 21st birthday under the Child Status Protection Act, that child is an immediate relative, and that case should not take longer than a year. If that child is over the age of 21 and the child's unmarried, whether you're a U.S. citizen or a permanent resident, you're going to wait 5, 6, 7, perhaps even 8 years for that child. That child is an adult. It's a son and daughter under the Immigration and Nationality Act. And if that child happens to be married, now you're waiting over a decade. File for your children before they reach 21. Yeah. Yep.
Ashes to ashes,
Ashes to ashes.
dust to dust.
Dust to dust, as we say. All right. So while we were away, Squeeze lost 7 pounds. I gained 8. So
Well, you
together
look much
it's
better in the
15
video
pounds.
before,
Yeah.
I must admit.
What?
You look much better in the video.
Yeah, but I had a beard.
We're not talking about a beard. We're
Okay,
talking about
just
your
I
physique.
was in better shape. All right, but now that we're moving our show to the 5 to 7:30, I should be able to get to the gym in the morning. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, I got to be out of here at 7:30.
That's what I'm hoping.
I will never have a life.
Right. Wow, Pauline Williams. I look younger now.
Really?
Yes, and yes, Pauline, it was over the summer I did that. By the way, while we were away during the Braducation segment,
Yeah.
okay, the White House came out with a very misleading graphic on what's called chain migration, what everybody else calls to family reunification. They claim that every week the U.S. resettles enough migrants on the basis of family ties to fill a college basketball arena. Every month, the U.S. resettles more migrants on the basis. First of all, why are they using the word resettle? Nobody's resettling anything. People are coming from one country and being reunified with their children are being reunified with their parents. It's not resettling, okay? And number two, by the way, the last time I checked, the U.S. population is 323 million people, of which less than 480,000 go to family members of U.S. citizens and family members of permanent residents. That includes U.S. citizens who marry spouses. You know, I'm going to go marry someone in another country. I'm not resettling them. They're joining me to live here in the United States together. My children are joining me here to live in the United States. And by the way, they don't wait. It's not a chain migration where I come and I pull them in the next day. They wait sometimes decades. It's not resettling. Resettling means that you are a stateless person. These are people who want to live with their family members. And by the way, I don't think 480,000 people, including spouses of U.S. citizens,
right?
It's a drop in the bucket to 300.
Share.
It's a drop in the bucket to the 323 million. It's less than 0.1% of our population. I'm sorry. It is 0.002% of our population. 1/5 of 1%.
1/5 of
1%. I don't think, when you put it in those terms, every week, Squeeze, we could fit, we would have to build 100 million basketball stadiums to fit the population of the United States of America.
You think?
Yes. 100 million basketball stadiums to fit the 323 million people who live in America.
You think?
Only 1 out of those 100 million actually go to family members of immigrants. Not chain migration, it's family reunification. It takes a really long time. So this is what I have to say to Trump on that. All right. And then we had somebody, who's Elsie Foley, Squeeze? Who is she? Well, Elise Foley. Who is she? She's a journalist. I don't know who she is.
Can I take 2 seconds out to interrupt the show, man, between me and you? How is this possible? Between me and you. By the way, folks,
what am I looking
how is that possible?
What is this?
How is that possible? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
I'm like, how come we,
I don't know.
I think you and we need to figure out a way to call Mr. Zuckerberg. You and I
don't know.
How is that possible? You and I are Brad and Squeeze.
I don't know, Squeeze.
We are Brad and Squeeze.
I don't know, Squeeze.
I think we've got more depth.
I do.
More knowledge.
A nicer studio.
Nicer studio. We're funnier.
We're not doing it from our car. Yeah. Well.
All right. Anyway.
A Huffington Post reporter said Republicans wanted people to just wait in line and follow the law. Now they don't want the people at all. Or something to that effect. By the way, here's somebody. Anna Azcona.
Yeah.
Okay, she had met with, you know who this is? Itawe Correa.
Yeah.
You ever hear of him?
No.
Okay, he's the lead vocalist of the Grammy Award-winning nominated Miami-based band Locos Por Juana. And he came here from Colombia. Legally. If it was up to Trump, he'd be out of here. Okay? And eventually, he's now winning Grammy Awards. People are standing up and giving him ovations and giving him a Grammy Award, which is the best award you can get for a musician.
Right.
If it was up to Trump, he would never have been here in the first place.
Nope.
Let's meet Itawe Correa. Anna Azcona had met up with him earlier this week.
Okay, let's catch up.
Hey friends from the Brad and Squeeze Show, I'm Anna Azcona. Today we will be talking to vocalist from Locos Por Juana, Itawe Correa. Thank you for joining us today.
Gracias, Anna. Thank you so much everybody that's watching and really excited to be here.
Before we begin, we want to know about your band, Locos Por Juana. Tell me more about that.
Well, Locos Por Juana is a band that was born in the year 2003 in the city of Miami. A bunch of kids, sons of immigrants from different places, a lot of Colombians, a lot of some Puerto Ricans, some Argentinians, some Peruvians. Really excited to take that sound of the immigrant and represent a lot of immigrants in the United States.
And what's your style of music like?
They call it fusion, Each of one of us have different tastes of music. You know, I like reggae, I love Jamaican music, and I love my Colombian roots, and obviously Dominican music, Puerto Rican music. So all this blends together, and well, what is the sound of Locos Por Juana?
We call un sancocho. A sancocho is a soup where we mix a bunch of vegetables. So he's mixing a whole bunch of sounds all in one. Okay, so the purpose of this interview is for you to share with us your success story coming to the States. Why did you leave Colombia?
Well, I was brought here in the year 1992 by my dad. I was 8 years old. Basically, my dad ran away from the violence that Colombia was happening in that time, the cartels and the violence that the drug trafficking was happening. And basically, my dad didn't want to sacrifice our lives in there, and he just decided to come. In that moment, my dad had a visa. We have visas. We came legal, but we decided to stay. You know, we decided to stay and just start from the beginning, start a new life. I think it was almost 16 years that I didn't have no papers after the visa expires.
And what would you say was one of the biggest challenges you guys faced being undocumented in the U.S.?
I think the language, you know, the language barrier takes a lot of toll on you, but at the same time, it's a learning process. You got to see as a dad, you know.
So can you tell us, how did you guys obtain your green cards?
Yes, we were blessed enough that in 2005, we were nominated to the Grammys. That was one of the biggest things that helped me to, get my visa. My visa was given to me because of my music, and because definitely we proved that I was the only one that could do what I was doing. And they gave me my green card, and it was just a blessing, you know. So it's a blessing because I was a dreamer myself. And being a dreamer not necessarily means that you are waiting for a paper. Being a dreamer is that you have hopes, that you have a lot of things in your mind, that you got goals that you need to achieve, and that you need to do it.
I know you mentioned you wanted to play soccer, but I'm sure you always wanted to be a musician as well, right?
Yeah.
Would you say right now you're living the American dream, or do you still want to play soccer?
Well, I live the American dream. I'm excited to live it every day and to be happy. We work hard. We want to keep traveling. We want to go to places that we haven't been and playing music there in those places that we haven't been, and make sure that people listen to our music and keep fighting, keep doing activism, for people that need to, keep being the voice for all the people that they cannot speak.
Well, thank you so much, Itawe, for sharing such an amazing story. It's very inspiring.
Hola, mi gente. Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Itawe from Locos Por Juana, and this is a special hug and a special shout out to everybody. Y ya tú sabes, Brad and Squeeze Show. We love you.
Brad and Squeeze Show.
I love that.
No, you got to booyaka, booyaka.
I don't know.
Anyway, back to the show once again, folks. We are actually taking your calls here on the Brad and Squeeze Show. Do remember to like, follow the page, Brad and Squeeze. Don't forget to follow, of course, Brad H. Bernstein, and also at David Squeeze Annakie, building up our friends and all of that. Go to our personal pages to make sure you follow us also. Brad, what's next? You want to get some questions, or you want to?
Questions.
I know you got a great segment coming up later on.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called USA Credit Repair, Squeeze.
And
we have a great segment about that.
I heard something about operative word Grammy. You know when that is, right? The Grammy is this coming Sunday.
The Grammy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
The Grammys.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Are you going?
I was not invited.
Got 2 tickets?
You got 2 tickets?
You want? Come.
Who invited you, Rihanna?
Dude, I got this.
Did Rihanna invite you?
Don't worry about that.
Did Rihanna invite you?
Got this.
Okay.
Know someone on the board.
Mm-hmm. I once was offered tickets to a Rihanna concert. I went all the way to United Arab Emirates.
And you did see her.
I did see her.
I mean, you had to use a telescope, but you did see her.
The thing is, I go to and Squeeze like, yeah, I'm gonna hook you up.
It's the least I could do for you.
So I sent him a picture.
It's the least I could do for you. All right.
She was like, it's like you ever look up in the sky and you see a star. You're like, I wonder if that star is a planet or a star. That's how far away I was from her. So I took a picture. I said, Squeeze, great seats, thanks.
It's the least I could do for you, man. All right. I told you we were gonna see her. I didn't say how many miles. All right. Anyway.
All right.
All right, ladies.
And we
and
don't give the number out because nobody's.
All right, yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what, 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Call us up right now. If you've got U.S. immigration questions, now is the time to call up and ask the attorney, Bradford H. Bernstein, 1-800-529-5465. We also have Kim standing by. I'm quite sure she has questions. We can flip it to Kim at any given moment. She's a social media queen. She is the RFK Rapid Fire Kim. She is what you call, what did you say before?
Belgium Kim.
Belgium Kim. All right. Maybe we should let's just jump to her for at least 3 questions and we come back to the phone lines at 1-800-529-5465 on the Brandon Squeeze Show.
Okay.
Let's find my fair lady in the social media room right now, right here. Hello, my fair lady. How are you?
Hello. How
Why
are
do you
dear
call her my
sweet?
fair lady?
I like her.
Is there any
Because I'm
other
allowed
hidden
to do it.
meaning?
Absolutely not.
Is there a hidden meaning?
No. What?
Do you
no.
think there's a hidden meaning to your my fair lady?
I'm not Donald Trump. No. No.
That's a good question. Who's supposed to be the Dr. Higgins in this situation, in this scenario? I mean, I'm all about being Audrey Hepburn. I do like that.
You realize Squeeze never actually saw My Fair Lady.
He has never seen My Fair Lady. That's a
guarantee
fact.
you he's
That's-
never seen
that's
it.
Absolutely a
I can
fact.
guarantee
I
you
don't.
he's never seen it.
I would bet money.
Yes. Right.
I tell you what.
What?
I'll bet you
Yes.
something that was, bring back something. If I did see the movie, you bring back what I want you to bring back.
Why are you shaking when you say that?
Because I am itching now to just, I love Audrey Hepburn.
Bring it back!
I like Audrey Hepburn. I like Jane Fonda, who's back from that time there. I like, what's the other? She's dead now.
Elizabeth Taylor.
Elizabeth Taylor. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah. Thank you, Brad.
What? All
Thank
you needed
you.
was she's dead
Thank
now?
you.
Yes.
And you...
Yeah.
If Squeeze and
Like
I,
that.
did you ever see
I like-
$21,000 pyramid, whatever that is? Squeeze and I, can you imagine? She's dead! Elizabeth Taylor! Yes, you win!
You know who also like? I like Sophia
What?
Loren.
What?
I like Sophia Loren. Also.
You like Sophia Loren?
Yeah.
Yeah, she aged very well.
I like.
Do you know who
Yeah,
probably the two women that I have seen aged the best, Sophia Loren and Diana Ross.
Do you know who Eartha Kitt is?
Yes.
I like Eartha.
I
Kitt
like her
also.
too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
All right. Let's get back
My
to the
Fair Lady
Hold
with
on.
no hidden meaning.
Oh, let me do it. Let's get back to the show with SMG.
Yes, Lisa Bling Rose. Kim has a lady with a lot of names.
It's just one
Every day she gets a new name.
All right. Let's jump into it. Let's jump into it.
Okay, our first question is from Bino, and she said, I think I missed some parts of the show. Are there any news on families filing for other individuals?
Yes, there is.
Okay, just, yes,
Yes, there is. There is. They want to hear about the news about what Trump is doing. Right now, it's the same laws. We talked about it this morning at great length. Trump says he wants to eliminate chain migration. The chain migration's family reunification. These are buzzwords to get people up in arms, okay? So when you hear chain migration, you feel like all of a sudden everybody's just running into the country. It doesn't really work like that. So we don't know what's going to happen. All I can tell you is if you file for your family member, you're in a better shape than if you don't.
Okay.
King wants to know, is it a good thing to contact your congressman or congresswoman for help if your case is taking too long?
It's not your congressman or congresswoman unless you're a U.S. citizen. Okay, number one. Number two, it depends on who you're contacting. Okay, and it depends where you live. So, for example, if you're contacting somebody as part of the Freedom Caucus, I don't think they're going to be much help. You know who the Freedom Caucus is?
Now, who's the Freedom Caucus? The caucus that gives freedom?
No, the caucus that
This show is hilarious.
Yes, it is the caucus.
That was the greatest laugh of all time.
It is the caucus. It is the caucus that gives freedom. Exactly.
I need water. I need
It is the
water.
caucus that gives freedom. Exactly what it is.
So
All right, what else?
No, you got to say.
No, you should actually, honestly,
you got to say because.
Because he should contact us first.
Definitely.
And then we'll let him know what to do.
1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, a full-service law firm. Let's get to another question, Kip.
Alvarenga says, can a husband file for a wife if you have a felony over 10 years ago?
The husband has the felony?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, Kim, again. Okay, where's the wife?
This is what we need.
Okay, let's do it again. Where's the wife? How old's the wife? Is she here in America? If so, how did she come here? Are you a U.S. citizen? Is there anything else? Then ask the question, can I file for my wife?
How did you get here?
How did you get here? Then you ask, how can I file for my wife? And then I can give all the answers in the world.
Yep.
And also tell me what your felony is.
Let me just put it simply. Brad is making it, he's dragging it out. Here's what. Be as detailed as possible. Write that paragraph. I don't care. Write that epistle, that book. All right? Because once you do that, Kim will not have to put it in her translator. All right? She will have all of the information there, and then she can put the question forward to Mr. Bernstein without any issue. Put everything, every conceivable thing that you can think of. Type it in. Kim got it. All right?
Then, when you're done, say, here's part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
let's see if anybody listens to Squeeze.
We're going to find out.
We will find out if anyone listens to Squeeze.
You don't want, because you want to know what? I'm going to tell you something. Brad can be an asphalt when he's ready. If you put, I need to. What? It can be let me explain.
That's not
if you put,
I don't think that was very nice.
If you put a question, how do I get a green
Brad
card?
could be an asshole. What?
How do you get a green card? Right? Brad is going to be like, next question. That's him being an asphalt because you didn't put enough information. So put everything. Okay, because I'm not going to blame him for being an asphalt when you put just, how do I get a green card? Come on! You know, you can't just put, how do I get a green card? You got to put all the information. You understand? That's it. My little, neat lambasting.
I understand what you're saying, sweet.
You understand what I'm saying.
Could use some polishing.
Yeah.
I would say.
Exactly. You know. And then people are like, why is Brad being mean? No,
was I just called it asphalt nicely?
I think
did he just call me an asphalt nicely?
Asphalt nicely.
Did he just say nicely, Brad, you're an asphalt? Just double checking. Okay, I'm just double checking. I'm hearing correctly. Okay, let's continue.
But for the greater good was the quality there.
That's the first time anyone on your team has ever said anything positive.
Okay. Yes.
About
okay.
me.
All right, let's
Just
continue.
kidding.
Let's continue.
Kern would like to know if you married a green card
You're lucky
holder,
there's nothing in my drink. I would have went.
There's equipment in there, Brad.
Yeah. No, there's nothing in here. It's empty. What are you looking for?
And by the way, cut away from me. I'm running out of power.
All right.
Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up.
All right, so let's go, Kim. Let's go.
Okay, Kern wants to know, if you married a green card holder, do they have to leave or file an adjustment?
They have to leave.
Cordella wants to know, I'm asking for a friend. She says she came here, got married after 4 months. Her paperwork is pending. If she gets a job now and ICE comes to her place of business, what should she do?
Say, hi, my paperwork is pending. I'm married to a U.S. citizen.
Kadino asks, I'm married and I live outside the U.S. I traveled before on a
Squeeze,
work
I want you to
permit.
know something. Squeeze just took out a tool belt. I don't know what exactly he's doing, but he has a screwdriver under, I don't know what the heck's going on here. This is some show. Look at, all right.
That's not what really happened. Why do you have to cut to that guy?
He has like all these tools in his knapsack. He brings in a knapsack, and all of a sudden he takes out a screwdriver
You know,
in the middle of the show.
It seems like every time you speak about me, the numbers spike. You know what just happened? I went to sit down and the chair wasn't there.
Yeah.
That wasn't a good feeling. You know?
Well, I didn't pull the chair from back behind you. All right, let's continue.
All right.
All right. It's one of those days, Kim, where we just...
Oh, boy.
This is some show.
just-
This is some show.
just-
Yeah, it's just some show today. All right, continue.
Kadino asks, I'm going to finish Kadino's question.
Okay.
Kadino asks, I'm married and I live outside the U.S. I traveled before on a work permit. I have family in the U.S. What are my chances of getting a visiting visa and or a green card?
What is the family? Where are you now?
We got questions you got to answer, Kadino.
Yes.
Who, what, where, how?
Correct.
Mitchie Boo says, can I do my fiance visa for my husband in Jamaica to come here in the U.S.? I've been a permanent resident living here for 2 years now.
No, you have to be a citizen to do a fiance visa, but you can file an I-130 visa petition because he is your husband, and he'll be here in about a year and a half, and that's what you should do.
Natalie Ash asks on YouTube, I'm doing my adjustment of status. There's a question that asks, have you violated the terms and conditions of your non-immigrant visa? I've worked on my visa, so does that mean that yes, I did violate it?
Yes,
I am
it
now
is.
married.
Yes, if you worked on a visitor's visa, you violated it. The fact that you violated your visitor's visa by working is not a bar to getting a green card. However, if you were to lie and say, no, I did not violate the terms of my visitor's visa, and then you come in and they say, did you work? And you say, yes. Well, now you lied on the application. That is a reason. So you just tell the truth. How's that?
No, I think that's great advice, Brad.
Thank you
Don't
very
lie to the
much.
federal government.
Don't lie to the what?
Federal government.
Don't lie to the man.
Don't lie to the man.
Don't lie to the man. Remember that. Man will come back and bite you.
Yeah, yes.
Right?
I don't want no man biting.
You don't want that. Squeeze don't want no man biting him.
All right. I'm just
No
saying.
man biting.
Yeah,
Just
not that
claim
there's
that.
anything wrong with that. He's
Yeah.
just Squeeze says it's just not for him. That's all.
Not my.
Not his cup of tea.
Brandy Beers wants to know, am I able to do some sort of part-time or full-time work if I've already received my approval letter for my I-765 or work authorization permit from USCIS?
Of course.
Ariana says, I have a question from a friend. If arrested and charged with a felony drug charge, is that going to impact you when renewing your green card?
Yes. Felony drug charge, renewing green cards. Yeah.
Bad news.
That's bad. That's it's not a good thing.
Yeah. Noreen asks, how long is it going to take to get a visa approved after expedition?
Expedition.
I was hoping you knew what that meant.
After expedition?
After expedition.
Expedition, Squeeze.
Expedition.
Nobody knows what she's talking about. She has to explain.
Great.
Okay.
Alicia asks, can my son file for me? He's going to be 21 this year.
Once he's 21, yes, unless Trump stops it.
Faye Blades asks, what's the best place to get married if you're going to apply for your husband? I'm a U.S. citizen. Do we get married back home or here in the U.S.?
Where is he right now?
It doesn't say.
Doesn't say.
They didn't answer your question.
If he is back home, if he's back home, you go marry him back home. Or you can file a fiancé visa to bring him here to marry him here. What he can't do is come visit here for purposes of getting married. So if he's already here, yeah, marry him here. As long as it's past 90 days. If he's home, go home and marry him. If you want to marry him here and he's home, do a fiancé visa. Bring him here and marry him.
Carolyn Boss Chick, which is just, I really hope that's her real last name, asks, how long after your I-130 is approved are you going to get your green card?
Who's filing for you, Boss Chick?
See what I'm saying?
Who's filing
That's
for
the
you?
point. That's the reason why you got to put all the information in there.
Who's
Put
filing for you?
everything in there.
By the way, I do have to remind everybody that this entire train wreck of a show,
Yeah.
the entire
show.
train wreck today, is brought to you proudly by USA Credit Repair. They are the key to your beautiful credit, right?
Yeah.
You want to tell them about
You
USA
did a good
Credit
job
Repair?
this morning, I think.
Thank you.
You know.
Why don't you tell them a little bit about USA Credit
No,
Repair?
you do a much better job than me.
USA Credit
I'm busy
Repair.
here sharing and telling people how to share.
Okay. USA Credit Repair is our proud partner, and if you call them right now at 1-800-USA-7177, that's 1-800-872-7177, you're going to speak to Jared. Not Zenmar, Jared.
Yep.
Okay? And it's not Jared from Subway, because that guy's a pedophile.
Yeah.
It's a different Jared. You're going to speak to Jared, and you're going to say, hey, Jared, Brad said call me.
Yep.
Jared's going to go, okay, cool. And then you're going to say, hey, Jared, run my credit score. You can say, okay, cool. He's going to say, ma'am, sir, your credit score stinks. It's 640.
Not that he doesn't like you, but
He doesn't like you. It just smells.
Yeah.
Okay, your credit score makes you look like a bad person. People don't want to do business with you. Nobody wants to lease a car to you. You can't buy a home. And if you can, it's going to be at very high interest rates.
Very.
So what you do is say, Jared, what can you do to help me?
Yeah.
Jared's going to say, you give us 90 days, and it's probably going to be in 15 days. You give us 90 days, we're going to get your credit up. Make it beautiful. You can do everything you want to do. Call them right now, 1-800-872-7177. We hear all the time what they do for people. We had, I forgot who it was, but it's put in our comment section like a week ago. She said in 15 days, her credit went up 140 points.
I actually took a look at that case.
You looked at it?
Yeah, I looked at it.
And is that
it was
true?
140.
140?
Yeah, 140.
What did she start at?
She started, her score started?
Yeah.
She was in the 500.
In the 500s. Yep. And now she can do business.
Yep. And we're not even done it. We're still doing.
And they give you a money back guarantee. Yeah. The money back guarantee is if they don't do what they say they're going to do, it costs you nothing. Zero. You got everything to gain by getting your credit score up and nothing to lose, because if they don't do it, you're getting your money back. Call them right now, 1-800-872-7177. That's 1-800-USA-7177. You ask to speak to Jared, you tell Jared, Brad Squeeze sent me.
Yep.
And if he says, who's Squeeze? You know he's joking with you. He knows exactly who Squeeze is.
Right.
Call 1-800-872-7177. Who's Squeeze? What? Why are you calling me? You're calling to get your credit beautiful. 1-800-872-7177. 1-800-USA-7177. Get your credit up right now. 1-800-872-7177. They'll check your credit for free. 90-day money-back guarantee. The key to beautiful credit. USA Credit Repair. Call them now. 1-800-872-7177. 1-800-872-7177.
There you go. All right.
All right.
Want to take some live now?
I think we want to take some live calls. Is there a specific number you want me to take, Jill, or are we just going to take any call we should?
Random? Eeny, meeny, miny,
Okay, fine. All right. So let's go
1-800
to Daniel. Daniel,
Hello.
how are you,
Hey, Daniel. What's up, man?
Yes, I am. Daniel, I am.
How are you?
Okay, good.
Good. I am Brad.
I am David.
This is David. Kim just got off the air. Daniel, what can we do to help you today?
Okay, I'm citizen of the United States.
Wonderful.
My wife is from Mexico.
Wonderful.
I got a child, 8 years old.
Okay.
But she went to Mexico, from Mexico in 1999. And then she went back to Mexico in 2001 and came back in 2003.
How'd she come back?
Over here.
How?
By border.
She just across the frontier.
Crossing.
All right, so yeah, you want to file an I-130 visa petition for her. You want to do a provisional waiver. She'll go back to Mexico for 2 weeks and come back.
It's not matter that she went there and came back. It's not because one lawyer told me that it's not good. If you
left the United States and then came back, if you left the United States illegally and then came back to the United States and you lived in the United States illegally more than a year and then you come back, you have a permanent 20-year bar to reentry. So you came, you left, you came, you left. That's a problem. What you need to do is come speak to me so we can go through all of this in a more thorough manner. But I understand what he's saying, because if you go and come and go and come, and you have multiple bars to reentry, then it becomes a permanent bar in which the provisional waiver may not work. So what you need to do is come see us and we can figure out what to do for her.
Sounds like a plan.
So hold on 1 second. All right. We were supposed to have Nicole come on. Are we?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Marsha from Brooklyn. Marsha.
Hi, good morning.
How are you?
I'm okay.
What's up?
My question is, my daughter, she will be here for 5 years. She has a green card, but her 5 years will be in March. How soon can she put in her papers to file for citizenship?
Now.
And
You do it 90 days before.
Okay, and I'm her mom, and I'm here like for 3 years through legally, but
Yeah, once she becomes a citizen, assume Trump doesn't change the laws, she'll be able to file for you. Let her file citizenship right now. It's really important that you do it as quickly as possible. Hold on, we can help. We can help. Hold on. Okay. So what I'm saying is this, Squeeze.
What are you saying?
And Marcia should understand this. Saying, okay, fine, I'll tell my daughter to do it. Doesn't mean that your daughter's going to do it right away, or it doesn't mean your daughter's going to do it right, or it'll be the fastest way to do it.
Right.
Time is up against you. Trump changes the law. No more chain migration. Guess who the chain breaks with? You. U.S. citizen parents. I would suggest you have your daughter come and see us. Let us do it. Hold on. All right? Okay, but Lisa
I just
is on
had the
hold.
weirdest request from your producer.
What?
And she's right.
What?
I just realized that they designed these things to be like, she's like, can you type a little softer?
I heard the typing too. But I wasn't going to lambaste you.
But your producer did.
I wasn't going to lambaste you on the air, but I heard it too. I was like, what is this clicking in my ear?
I'm going to invest in a pair. I'm going to invest in some additional equipment for the studio.
Good.
I'm going to get these glasses that has cameras in them that we can turn on and off. So when you're looking at me, you could actually pick me up, but also if you're looking at computer, whatever is on your computer can show up on the screen.
Aren't those Google? Whatever happened to those Google glasses? They never came out with them.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, we're going to have the computer in my ear, you know. What the hell happened to the Google glasses?
I'm going to go talk
Everybody was talking about Google glasses.
GoPro glasses.
What?
I call them GoPro glasses.
But what happened to the Google glasses? Remember that was like the big
I remember.
thing? And now nobody talks about it anymore.
Well, you know what? CNN shows it all the time.
The Google Glass?
You know when in their little...
Right. And then you'd go to the bar, and there was always one jerk at the bar who had the prototype Google.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I'm so cool with these stupid Google glasses
I'm
on.
surfing right now on social media.
You know what? You look like a fool, pal. All right. That's why they never came out.
But remember, years ago, when I had that big phone, okay,
Yes.
and you like Squeeze, you look like a fool walking around with your television in your hand. You remember that?
With the big...
And you used to laugh at
Yes.
me, you know? Hey, look.
Did you
big
have
phone?
Did you have the phone? Did you ever have the phone?
The brick?
It was like this big thing.
The brick.
And then you would pull out the antenna.
The brick.
And then there was like, it came in a suitcase.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
I remember. Cellular One.
Yeah. You had that?
Yes. Cellular One.
Yes. Yes, this is Squeeze. Take the thing to the thing to the thing. All right. So anyway, Nicole is one of our, she's the very lucky person to come onto our show today, Nicole.
She's an attorney?
She is an attorney.
Okay.
Because we are being absolutely silly today. And so she's very lucky to join us today, Nicole. She has a success story. You know, Ice Squeeze has been very active in the New York and New Jersey area. And they have been arresting a lot of people, putting a lot of people in deportation. But, you know, and people think, oh my God, if I get put in deportation, that's it for me. I'm out of here. But let me say something, Squeeze. That's not necessarily true.
We found out.
Because you have rights in court. There are laws that protect you, despite Donald Trump, despite what ICE may do on the street. And when you have good attorneys protecting you, even in a deportation hearing, good things can happen. We have Nicole with us. She's one of our fantastic attorneys. Hello!
Hello, Nicole. How are you?
Welcome to this circus we have today.
Thanks for brightening up the show.
Thanks for having me.
So, Nicole, you want to tell us about what happened with your client? And then we have her on the phone. And I know she's changing her name because she doesn't want anyone to know who she is. But this is a real client who... you represented, who may have even heard us on our show, who I'll let you tell the story, but basically came to us with an order of deportation. She had a warrant for her arrest to get out of the country, right?
Wow.
That's correct. So we're calling her Lisa today. She had been in deportation proceedings back in the 1990s. And at that time, it's my understanding she had applied for something called asylum when somebody has a fear of return to their home country. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to prove her case in court, and the judge ordered her deported. Now, in that time, she has a daughter here who turned 21 and is a U.S. citizen, and her daughter filed for her.
And based on that, we requested that the Department of Homeland Security join us in a motion to reopen her deportation case, which they did.
And had this not happened, ICE would have literally come and knocked on her door, and the next time she saw sunlight would have been in Jamaica, where she's from.
That's right.
Okay.
So how did that happen? We used the approval notice that we received from the daughter's I-130, basically establishing that she is the mother of a U.S. citizen who's over 21. And we submitted a full green card application containing also her biographic documentation and documentation regarding her old deportation order. And we submitted this request to the Department of Homeland Security to review to show that she is now eligible to become a green card holder if the case is reopened. And the Department of Homeland Security reviewed our request, agreed with us, and based on that, we submitted the package to the immigration court, and the immigration court already reopened her case and has already scheduled her for a date to come back in.
Wonderful. So let's find this client. Hello, how are you?
Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
Hi, Lisa.
How are you doing, Lisa?
I'm doing okay.
Squeeze has some questions for you, Lisa.
Wonderful, Lisa. Let me ask you something. Do you feel free?
Yes. Having Nicole in my life, yes.
Now, what kind of anxiety you had when you came to Nicole? I have my own questions. I never followed the script.
As a matter of fact, I came to Brad.
Mm-hmm.
I met Brad
Right.
many years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I've have anxiety back and forth. I know Brad for many years now because I've been here since the 90s.
Okay.
And he recommended me to Nicole, and it's the best thing he has ever done.
Okay. And why is that?
She's a godsend.
Why is that?
She just explained the whole situation just now with everything is just the way she said it. She's a godsend.
Let me ask you a question. How did you came here from Jamaica? How did you end up getting ordered deported? What happened?
Because I was taken advantage of for this program that's called political asylum, which is not eligible for my country. And I basically lost a lot of money.
So someone scammed you. Someone scammed you into going for political asylum, which is not eligible for Jamaica.
Well, you are, but she had no claim for it.
She had no claim for it, right.
Certainly. She didn't have a fear of returning home because of a social group that there are people from Jamaica who get asylum. She just didn't qualify because she had no story to why she needed to go
warrant
back. Why she to warrant filing political asylum.
Right.
So this woman obviously took her money, filed it. Everything got denied.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Lisa thought things were in the works, and all that's going in the works is she's going down the tubes.
Right.
Next thing she knows, she's ordered deported. Now, luckily, nobody came and knocked on her door. You know, she had this order of deportation right now with this orange dude in the White House, she's looking at a lot of trouble. They would literally deport her.
Right.
So she came to us, and Nicole was able to lift the warrant, reopen her case. And now, where are you at in life now? Tell us how life is.
Way better. I feel not little. My anxiety is very low. I know Nicole is a godsend person in my life, and I know God is going to work it out. You know, so anybody that's listening in Radio Land need to get in touch with Brad and Nicole. Just ask for Nicole when you go to the Brad. When you go to the Brad,
just ask for the Nicole.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you sharing your story.
And this is not about just saying it on the radio because I'm on the radio. This is for real.
It is for real.
Yes.
It is for real. What we wanted to do is explain to people that they shouldn't hide.
Right.
Or that they should feel all hope is lost. Even in a situation where this woman was ordered deported, she was literally hiding in the shadows for over a decade, finally came to us, and we resolved it for her. Now she can live her life here for the rest of her life. And we congratulate you, and I'm glad that we were able to help.
Thank you. Thank you. Nicole is a godsend.
She is. She is.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
So Nicole, you see this all the time, right? So,
Yes.
you know, now with people who have orders of deportation now, I think it's a little harder now to reopen cases than it was even a year ago or 2 years ago. But that doesn't mean you should run. I'd like you to comment.
No, not at all. I mean, look, if you're in the situation where you have a removal order or a deportation order, that's already there against you. So would you rather sit there and do nothing or try to move forward with your life and give yourself a chance at protection?
Yeah.
Now, in Lisa's case, this request was joined in last month in December. Even in this new administration, we were able to get the Department of Homeland Security to agree with us.
Say that again, because that's very important. This was just reopened under the Trump administration. We are still helping people, even with this guy in the White House.
That's right.
Very good.
So there's a chance, and it comes down to, you know, documenting the file properly, having the proper cooperation with the Department of Homeland Security, basically knowing what you're doing.
Exactly. Not filing stupid political asylum applications for people. It is so important. The quality of the lawyer that you choose is just as important as the facts that are in your case. And for people to say, oh, I can do this on my own, or, oh, do I need a lawyer, or, you know what, I'm going to go find whatever the cheapest lawyer I can find on the street corner somewhere, or I'm going to go to the lady on the corner who fills out some forms. It's your life. Look at Lisa. She went to the lady on the corner who filled out forms. She got ordered deported. May not be even living in the United States of America right now.
True.
I don't, you know, when people say it's not important to have a good, I don't know what, in what time or in what situation you're looking at, but right now, it is so important to have a good lawyer on your side. And Nicole, you're a good lawyer, and I appreciate your time coming on.
I really appreciate it,
pleasure.
Nicole.
Thank you.
Thank you. You see how Nicole was able to center us back to reality squeeze? Okay, we were taking the train and going off the track before Nicole came, and now Nicole centered us back.
Yeah.
Right?
Listen, I don't care what you say. This show is much better than Barney show you did this morning. That's all I got to say.
I like the Barney show.
I don't.
I was giving you other employment options, Squeeze.
You know, absolutely not.
All right, let's see if we can find.
Let's squeeze in some calls.
Tamika in Atlanta, Georgia. Tamika.
Hey, Tamika, how you doing today?
Hi, I'm doing okay. How are you?
Good. What's up?
Wonderful.
I have a friend. She called to ask. Her mother is being filed for, and she's on the file, and she's under 21. They are waiting to get their medical done. That's where they're at now. It will be about July or so, and she just found out she's pregnant. What happens then?
Well, as long as she's a derivative beneficiary, she'll be included on the case.
Okay, even though she's pregnant, she can still do her medical and she'll be fine?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
All right, no problem. Well, in terms of what medical procedures or tests she can do as a pregnant woman, that I don't know.
That's a whole different thing.
That's a whole different thing. But yeah, she still should be included on the case. Yeah. All right, 1-800-529-5465 is the number here for Spar and Bernstein.
I want to say one thing, though. I want to remind people that, you know, it's not just immigration that happens here at the law office of Spar and Bernstein. There's also personal injury, all right? And if I had to, that's my second favorite department.
My favorite.
That's your favorite?
I don't like people injured, but I love.
You don't like immigration?
I do like immigration.
Okay.
Everything's my favorite.
Everything is your favorite.
Yeah, whatever you tell me is my favorite. Whatever we're talking about at the moment, my favorite.
Yeah. You know, and then you've got tax law, my favorite.
My favorite.
You got, family law.
My favorite.
My favorite. You know, you have immigration, my favorite.
Criminal
criminal
defense,
defense,
my favorite.
My favorite.
Yeah.
So make sure you store this number. Everyone that's out there, dial the number 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Dial the number, store the number, save the number, ladies and gentlemen. You may and will need it one day. All right?
You know, probably the best thing you can do, and we used to say this all the time, is literally take out your phone and you dial the number into our office, because you never know. God forbid ICE is going to come knock on your door. God forbid you're going to get into an accident. God forbid you're going to get arrested. You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Right.
God forbid you're in a matrimonial situation, or you know what, the IRS is all of a sudden just starting to take money out of your bank account. You don't even know why. should always have a good lawyer's number saved in your phone. I am telling you time and time again, I can't believe how many people come in and say, thank God I saved the number. I didn't think I'd be in this situation. And the best way to save the number is you literally pick up the phone, you dial the number, you hang up, and you have it saved in your phone for life. And the telephone number is 1-800-529-5465. You literally dial the number, you hear Fiona say, hi, it's Spar and Bernstein, how can I help you?
Right.
And hang the phone up. And now you have the number. You know you got it saved. Because sometimes you say, yeah, Brad, I got the number.
Right.
And then you know what happens? You dial the wrong number. Or you forget it. Or you're like, how did I find them again?
Mm-hmm.
Right? How many people end up calling you and say, oh, I had Squeeze's number. Thank God, to call Brad.
Yep.
Right?
No, all the time.
Yeah. All right, Squeeze, we're going to run out of time.
Yeah.
We did 2 hours this morning. We're only doing an hour this afternoon.
Wow.
Yeah, 3 hours is my limit.
It's your limit.
On talking.
All right, no problem.
We'll see you all tomorrow. Don't forget, next Thursday, we're starting 5:30 to 7:30, but tomorrow morning we'll be back live at 9 a.m. See you tomorrow.
The proceeding was informational only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein Law Firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465.